Happy Halloween!
Hey everybody, welcome out to the Game Heroes podcast. I'm, of course, Mario. We got classy man Jared, who's always,
myself.
as himself. And then I've got a fairy here. This is Ariana. She wants to let everybody know we'll be streaming Mario this weekend, and she's going to play. Because it's a 4-player game. Myself and Jared are probably going to play Sunday. It's TBD. We'll post on Discord and let everybody know we're going to play the game. You want to say something?
Hi, happy Halloween.
It will be very fun.
I swear, I'm like looking down your throat.
Well,
it's like the weirdest angle. There we go.
Mickey, why don't you take that off? It's just ridiculous. You're going to sweat too much in that thing. But yes, happy Halloween. As you can see, I'd like to... Jared, what is our background here?
It's not Halloween, though.
Halloween episode.
What is our background of Halloween episodes?
No. This, can you see the background from our stream?
Sorry. I was not
aware of it.
Is that?
What? Name the game. No, it's not missed. But you're in the same era.
Seventh guess.
Seventh guess. You got it.
Boom.
Mickey had no idea. He's like, I don't know what that is. That's
You're
impressive.
older than Mickey.
We are older than Mickey. That is true.
A little bit, by a little bit.
Well, it's been an interesting week. We finally got a classic game review up, so that's fun. We'll probably try to do more of those if people want to see them. First
Can I say something?
Yes,
quickly
please.
About that. I when I watched that video, I had this like bizarre experience where I accessed like a lost memory that I didn't remember that I had, because I totally played Monster Bash a ton back. We were talking about shareware stuff. Like I totally probably played whatever the first 2 levels of that before they wanted you to buy.
Well, I think the first episode they give you it's almost like Wolfenstein when they give you episode 1, you have to buy the rest of the episodes. But so a lot of people didn't know about it. For the time, the sound effects were good. Like the voice was choppy when it played, but it was good. You're gonna say something, Mickey?
I was surprised that's what the number one prevailing comment was I've never heard of Monster Bash. And I was like,
well, now you have.
Now you have. So excited about streaming. I test streamed with my son last week with the Call of Duty beta. We're still working on that sound. I guess hopefully the game sound will be in there next time, so we'll be good to go. And then Mickey, he is actually getting an emulation device. Thank you, limited edition Jason. He had a spare. So that'll be Mickey will be streaming some classic games here pretty soon. I think it's like
it's like it's like yours but not curated.
Yeah, it's like 27,000 games, like something ridiculous. But supposedly it's good.
We're gonna figure out some classic games to play on a schedule.
Yeah. So we're getting everybody. Well, we're getting everybody set up. So once we get everybody set up, we'll start rolling with the schedule, which will be a lot of fun. We got some cool news for you N64 fans. There is a new N64 coming out. Obviously not by Nintendo, but it's gonna have 4K and. It's not an emulation. You actually get to use your cartridges in it. It's supposed to be awesome. It's not out yet, but it's been announced. So I think it's.
Is that going to be? So you remember they used to do those boxes that would be you could like plug any Nintendo cartridge into?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember those?
Well, it's called the Analog 3D, and there's some teaser images. But hopefully it's cool. I mean, for those people who are hardcore and want to have their cartridge. Then you have that option to have the 4K, with an HDMI.
Yeah,
that is cool. I wonder what you might actually hurt your eyes looking at certain N64 graphics in 4K.
Yeah, it's just blurry. You're like,
yeah,
your eyes. It pokes your eyes out.
So yeah, those hardcore people are not going to be happy because they want to have their tube televisions with the pixelated, originality.
Yeah, you need that CRT screen to really do it right.
They're also thinking about a Hexen return. So remember we were talking about Quake 2. So Phil Spencer is like, hey, I'd like to see a Hexen return. Did you guys play Hexen?
No.
I never played Hexen.
It was so cool, man. It's like Wizards, and then a first-person shooter. Obviously, it's like a Doom 2 clone. So it's one of those kind of things, but beefed up. And there was always this one power, and we'd dial-up modems. We would dial up with a buddy of mine, Brian, down the street, and we'd turn each other into chickens. because you have the staff that would turn each other, and it was fun. It was a fun game.
Well,
It was fun.
Steam.
Yeah, but they're talking about like the remaster, like what they did for Quake 2, which is totally, is great.
Unmerited.
Bad news. I don't know if you guys saw this. DVDs are being not stocked anymore at Best Buy. They're getting rid of all physical media, except for video games so far. But it's just video games are next. Like, it's coming. It's just sad.
Well, I haven't been in Best Buy first, so.
I've been in Best Buy more often than I've been in GameStop.
I haven't been in either in a while.
All right. Well, anyway, it just, for those people who do like to collect things, I mean, as soon as they turn off a server, if you don't already have it downloaded, it's done. It's gone. So that's
it's gone forever.
Yeah. So the Wii U, I think, is supposed to be shut off here, or was shut off pretty soon. So all those are just going to be, into the wind unless you bought the disc. So which sucks.
I wonder if like companies like Criterion, and it'll be similar to that like limited release stuff you were talking about with Switch games. There will be companies like Criterion who are, still doing their limited run stuff, and but yeah, I wonder if we've just seen the end of, mass market physical media. This is kind of like a death knell, I guess. So
you're gonna have to start ripping your own copies and storing them somewhere, old school style.
I like physical copies, and I'm so mad about this because I hate digital. I hate the way they do digital media, where they divvy it out and they're like, oh, you don't have that one device to play it anymore, can't play it.
Yeah, and it's like your tastes are determined by an algorithm, like what you're presented with, so there's stuff that's just going to be hidden behind, hours and hours of Netflix shit that you'll never see because they think you like something else.
Well, one thing that, has done well that I think is great for people who just download games is Steam. Every Steam game I've ever purchased, I have access to. So if consoles would start doing that, like if I could have access to all my 3DS downloads, my Wii U downloads, I would be a little bit more willing to move on, if that makes sense. But Nintendo, you have to buy it 5 times, and this one has an extra character. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
What sucks is that like, we're all like lamenting the death of physical media, but the distributors and game companies, and really anybody who's putting out any sort of physical media period over the past like 20 years, they totally neutered the things. So like no more instruction booklets, no more like DVD special features went out the window, like nothing ever.
It's cheaper just to they don't give you any of the special wingdings.
Well, unless you buy the collector's edition for $800 more.
Yeah, no, it's cheaper to just give you a really shaved down, here's the product, take it.
All right, Mickey, you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, speaking of Netflix.
Yes.
Boom, check the chat. Boom, Rayman.
In the labor district. But rest assured
Wait, this is live?
Retaliates with fire and
What the fuck is this?
He's eating sushi.
Wait, what is
that? What, Mickey? Where did you find this?
That is from the Netflix show Captain Laserhawk Blood Dragon Remix. And apparently Rayman is like the biggest celebrity in the character. Like, I was just scrolling through Twitter and this image popped up.
That can't be real.
Raymond snorting coke.
I mean, I get
eating sushi and being a guy. So Captain Laserhawk. I'm gonna look it up tonight.
Is Rayman a bad guy? I'm confused.
No, I don't think so.
See, I don't know the lore of Rayman either, so I don't like. This doesn't clash with anything.
Where they were just like, hey, what video game character is never gonna get a remake? We're gonna have them do cocaine off of a cow's butt.
It's like the Netflix Pikmin original series where Captain Omar hates Pikmin, and it's like, wait, something's wrong about that.
Wait, there's a Pikmin Netflix show?
No.
Oh, okay. I see. This is a hypothetical.
Thank you, Mickey.
Wow, I'm
being ridiculous.
I'm being ridiculous, but look at the Rayman eating sushi alpha furry cowgirl.
That's very weird.
All right. Well, I've got something for you guys. Last week, I thought it was a lot of fun, Jared, with your trivia. So
Yeah.
I have a combination trivia here. It's going to be some sound effects, it's going to be some music, and it's going to be some images. So I'm going to start with the hardest one. So let me send you the image, and you tell me. The easiest one. My fault. You tell me.
Okay.
What it is.
All right.
This is oh okay. Oh, that is from Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Got a point for Jared.
Isaac was the character.
That is Isaac from Dead Space 1. So I told you, it was the easiest one. Now here, I'm going to give you another one. Now this one,
Okay.
I didn't even crop this one. So basically, I don't think you're going to get it. All Halloween theme.
You don't think we're gonna
Or
get
scary
it.
theme.
Scary. Okay.
What is it? Quick.
Whoa.
I'll give you some hints. It's on the Sega Saturn.
Is it
Dude.
that one game where you're the medieval?
No, I hope people are yelling at you. The main character is what you're looking at, and this is a mini game in that game.
Oh God.
Dude, I don't know. I'm lost.
The name is almost on the screen.
Is it Bone?
It's Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bone?
You guys never played Mr. Bones? I think I talked about it. I talked about it back in the Screw Attack days. I think I might have done a video on it. All right, let's do the next one. This is gonna be a theme song. Remember, keeping the Halloween theme. I think Mickey's gonna get it for sure, but I could be wrong.
Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, Luigi's Mansion.
How did you not get that, Mickey?
Well,
I had it.
Also the loudest thing.
Was it loud?
Yeah, it was really bad with the audio.
All right. Well, this is also an easy one. This,
because
I've got two more.
This is what I heard, Tom. It was just silence.
Well, you guys have me turn some stuff off. Here, let's do this one. It won't be as loud. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. This is an easy one.
Oh, it's Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Which one?
First one.
It is the first one.
Oh.
No, it's the first one. You got it right, Mickey.
Yes, you got it right. I was just about to start guessing.
Let me second guess myself.
I know.
Which
All
one?
right. This is the last one, and then we'll move on.
All right, I'm cleaning up.
So this is a soundboard. I'd be shocked if you know which one it is. But
I'm gonna know it.
let's see. Let me pick something obscure here really quick. Here we go.
I know everything, so let's go.
Wait!
Resident Evil
I will always remember you.
Which one?
1.
It is not.
Hello?
Damn it. 2.
It is Resident Evil 2.
Yes. Ah.
I
Are you
guess
crazy?
that was just too easy.
Yeah, I guess Resident Evil. Oh hell yeah,
The
dude!
closing music, man.
and I guessed Resident Evil 2.
You did
So-
guess Resident Evil 2.
There's a big difference in the two guesses there.
So I guess Jared's the winner. Way to go, Jared.
I mean,
Mickey, you were
let's
close.
be real.
If you would have had the Luigi's Mansion, I kept it. I knew that it would be too easy.
Again, the audio played
Trying to
back
do the thing.
where it was just pure silence, and then
It was very intense. It was like, you know, those old YouTube scare videos where you're like looking at a nice meadow and then some monster.
Okay. Jared, what do you got for us?
All right, so this is in my continuing series of me experimenting with podcast segments. And this is a decidedly not a news segment. Somewhere close, I guess, but we're just going to call it, at least this week. And that got me thinking.
Okay.
And this is where you play the theme song for And That Got Me Thinking, which doesn't exist, but I might have to make one. Anyway, so
the song plays. Wow, let's go.
And That Got Me Thinking. This week marks the release of the latest Mario game, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Notably, this is the first mainline Mario game to not feature the voice of longtime Mario voice actor Charles Martinet. And that got me thinking, what's going on with Charles? Well, Charles got his start with Nintendo in 1991 doing Mario's voice at trade shows where visitors would interact with a TV screen displaying a 3D Mario head, and this Mario would hold conversations with them. Martinet could see people via a monitor, and facial capture tech was utilized to make Charles's performance more realistic.
Hey, look on the bench I forgot to get you on. Oh, no, I'm very hungry. I haven't had a bite to eat all day. A bite? Get it? It's a little computer joke. You're supposed to laugh, Craig. Oh, well. I'm a new impression just for you. Here's a big American film star. All right.
Charles then began voicing the character in actual video games, the first of which being Mario Teaches Typing, which was a part of the Mario's Game Gallery DOS game. Of course, his work became most recognized in 1996's Super Mario 64, and the role was unscripted, and the Mario character we know today mostly exists due to Charles' improvisation and creation of some of his iconic catchphrases. Notably, if you don't move a lot, you know how Mario falls asleep. That was one of his things, and all the wahoos and all that stuff is pretty much
just
Charles'
unscripted. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Making noises in a booth.
Well,
yeah.
Jared, the first E3 I went to, they recreated that screen technology with Charles Martinet. And so when you were in line to play the GameCube, there was this huge wall and there would be these monitors, and it wouldn't be just Mario. You'd have Mario, you'd have Toad, and they would interact with you while you're in line waiting to play the GameCube. So that was my first E3. That was before Screw Attack. So Liz and I worked at a game store, and we just happened to find out, they're like, oh yeah, you're in the industry, you're actually allowed to go to E3. And we're like, are you serious? So I sent an email, and this was before anybody filmed there, and it was a serious business event, and they would give out consoles, and it was insane. So anyway, that's crazy. You brought
awesome.
that up because they brought that back for the GameCube, and we stood in line.
That's so cool.
We talked with Charles, and then I've met him a few times at different shows.
Yeah, I got to meet him with you in an E3 one time.
Yeah,
which was truly an all-timer highlight of my life. He just put his arm around me, gave a thumbs up, and goes, "Whoa!" I was like, "Oh my god!" It was just this amazing moment.
I'll see if I can find the picture. I'll put it up.
Yes, see if you can find it, because
right.
there's bound to be or video or something of it. Anyway, so Charles eventually voiced Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Metal Mario, Shadow Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Wario, as well as many villains in the series. He is recognized for having performed the same character in over 100 different titles, the most of any video game voice actor. Other notable voice acting roles include Super Punch-Out!, Ratchet and Clank, and he is the voice of Parthenax, the dragon in Skyrim, if you guys didn't know that.
Wow, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, isn't that kind of amazing? He also obviously appeared in the Super Mario movie, just as kind of that side character at the beginning. Yeah. Mario and Luigi's new voice actor is Kevin Afghani, a relatively unknown voice actor who is known for some work on some fan-made Dragon Ball stuff, as well as US dubs of Genshin Impact, which I'm assuming is a TV show.
So does it say why he retired?
I don't know why he retired. I believe he maybe just kind of got to that age and just felt like doing it, or maybe they just wanted to move on. His official title is Mario Ambassador these days. So he's just probably going to appear at Mario events and do the thing.
How cool is that, though? Yeah, my job's a Mario Ambassador. Yeah. They fly me around and I say Yahoo.
Yeah, that's the coolest. It's amazing.
It's great.
So speaking I'm sorry, what were you saying, Mickey?
I said he's set, like in retirement, like he's.
Oh yeah, he's
Hopefully they hooked him, or they treated him well. I assume.
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I think towards the end of the career, I would imagine like for a while he probably wasn't making any money.
Right.
But towards the end, and you know, all the appearances and stuff, I'm sure he's doing just fine. So, speaking of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the game is out of review embargo territory, and its current rating on Metacritic is 93. Now, I don't know how much importance you place on these review aggregate sites, but that got me thinking, what are the best aggregate reviews of all time on Metacritic? So currently, the top 10 games of all time, according to Metacritic, are number 1, Ocarina of Time, The Legend of Zelda. Number 2, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Number 3, Soul Calibur. Number 4, GTA 4. Number 5, Halo Combat Evolved. Number 6, Metroid Prime. Number 7, Perfect Dark. Number 8, GTA 3. Number 9, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Number 10, NFL 2K1. And at number 11, a game that actually deserves to be up here, Super Mario Galaxy. But yeah, there's like a number of games that in this like 98, 97 range, but they're so weird. Like, and I think when you go, it'll kind of mix up which ones are at top and stuff, but it blows my mind that like Perfect Dark is a 97 on Metacritic, and I don't know, it's bizarre.
Which Soul Calibur? I'm just curious.
The original
Soul Calibur. Okay.
Yes.
Is that the arcade version? Like,
I believe it is the Dreamcast version,
okay.
But I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. The one with Link, I think, was better.
This is the Dreamcast version,
Okay.
1999 game. So, yeah, I just thought it was weird. And, you know, these review aggregate sites, they suck. Let's be real. They're terrible. But it's bizarre to me that something like Super Mario Galaxy, it ranks up at a 97. Red Dead Redemption 2 ranks at a 97. And then, like, Grand Theft Auto 4 is a 98. Like, I don't know. Soul Calibur is a 98.
You have to look at what's the AAA. What was the AAA game of the day?
True. You're exactly right. What was the game that
What's the big money game
that blew their people's minds at the time? So I mean, that is true. I mean, you compare it, like I just said, I like the Soul Calibur better on the GameCube. You know,
Sure.
Being able to use Link even though he was super cheap. But
Yeah.
at the time, I could see how some of those games would be up there high. So,
speaking of Super Mario, I'm sorry, Vicky, were you saying something?
Oh, I was gonna say I beat that game on a GameStop. Yeah.
Like a TV?
Yeah, it was just all set up at GameStop, and yeah, Soul Calibur, whatever it's called.
Got your fill of Soul Calibur at a in-store.
At an in-store GameStop.
no.
Yeah, and those games were always amazing looking for their time too. The Soul Calibur games always were really impressive looking.
A little frustrating.
Speaking
The juggling.
So
Yeah.
what got you thinking?
Oh, for sure. What's that, Mickey?
What got you thinking?
Oh, so speaking of Super Mario, this year's Super Mario movie is the highest grossing video game movie of all time. And we did have a number of video game movies this year, if you include Gran Turismo, and of course the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which is very interesting. I have no interest in that game really, but I'm very interested in the movie for some reason. It just seems weird.
That movie's gonna do much better than Mario.
No.
Don't.
It's like free on Peacock or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I was gonna watch it with the kids. I haven't played the game. I haven't really had an interest in playing.
People love it. I don't know why people love Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's kid horror stuff, dude. It's people by people you mean children
Yeah.
or kids who grew up with it, because that that original one
Yeah,
is
I just never got into it.
Well, see, here's one thing.
I tried to sit down and read the plot synopsis of this game, and it's like, and it took me on a journey about how, like, oh well, this was a serial killer, and then he was killed, and then he possessed the souls of children, and then he then a bunch of them like possessed the souls of children, and then so was it the serial killer or the possessed children's souls possessing the Fazbear stuff.
Fazbear. Well, we will just have to wait
Yeah, watch
to see.
the movie. Well,
Yeah.
what?
I don't know.
Did you see Gran Turismo? I'm curious if you guys saw Gran Turismo.
I heard it was good. Haven't seen it.
It is good. I liked it a lot, actually. It's very much it's the Mighty Ducks. Have you seen the Mighty Ducks? Or Rocky, or like any sports movie where like an unlikely.
So
Yeah,
it's basketball.
Yes, without the. I don't know if your children are in the room, so I don't want to say anything that happens in that movie.
They're gone. But I love basketball. It's a hilarious movie. It's underrated for sure. Matt Stone, Trey
100%.
Parker.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello Neighbor.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, keep going.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Are you going with Hello Neighbors?
No. I want to play Hello Neighbor with my kids because I can't stand it and they think it's great. So there's going to be some conflicts there.
I think it's going to be one of those games that's fun if you have the right group, you know?
I don't know because it's so
like,
glitchy and annoying.
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, man. Anyway, so yeah, with these Gran Turismo and Super Mario movie being the highest grossing video game movie and the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out, yeah, it got me thinking.
What car movie?
It is a car movie. Yeah.
It's a
What
car.
what other video game movies made the list of highest grossing at the box office? Well, let me tell you. Number one is, of course, as I already stated, the Super Mario Bros. Movie by a lot, actually. It more than doubled almost tripled.
Silent Hill?
No, it did triple the amount. Silent Hill
should be on there.
It's down, way down the list. It's coming in at a cool number 27.
Okay.
So it's way down there. So Super Mario, yeah, Super Mario Bros. Movie. It grossed 1.3 billion at the box office worldwide. Number two was Pokemon Detective Pikachu, which grossed 450 million. So we're talking triple Detective Pikachu for the new Super Mario.
That was a fun one.
Sonic next? Sonic?
Sonic?
Not on there either?
It's on here. It is not next.
Okay.
Number three is Warcraft, which is a 2016 movie.
No, they
it's-
didn't do well at all.
In the US, it may not have, but I guarantee you
think
that
it's
it's
China or
probably
something?
China. Yeah.
Oh,
Number four is Rampage, which is another movie that did not do well in
The
the
Rock.
States,
I
but
remember
it has
that.
The Rock.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Then we have Uncharted, which is like no one saw Uncharted.
I still
don't
haven't
think.
watched it, and it's free. Like, I can go watch it right now. I still haven't watched it.
I have no interest in. Yeah.
There's
Then you got
literally nothing keeping.
Yeah, yes, exactly. There's nothing keeping me from it, and I'll never watch it. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 came in at number 6. So
That one was
Now we're-
fun though. That one
Yeah.
was a lot more
The
fun
first
than
one was good, too, though. They're both good.
But the first,
They're both good.
They're both good. I mean, Knuckles. I mean, Eldra. Eldra, Idris, whatever. Idris, Eldra,
Idris Elba.
There you go.
Elba. Iba. I can't do names. I'm bad with names.
Yeah, we know from
Anyway.
years of watching you on YouTube.
Hopefully, Jim Carrey makes it back for the third one, but I hear he retired, which makes me sad.
Oh, that would suck because they really can't do it without him.
No.
And let's just round up the top 10. There was Angry Birds movie at number 7,
Never saw
Prince
it.
of Persia number 8, Sonic,
That-
first Sonic movie number 9, and then
Super Mario Brothers, the one with the.
that's
Bill Hoskins.
He's
got
not
it
in the top 10. Number 10 was Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, which I am assuming was the final Resident Evil movie, but I'm not so sure.
I don't think that was the best Resident Evil that Mila
Which is the
Jovovich.
second one in the series of 4.
There's no Uwe Boll movies in there?
Yeah,
like
Where's Far Cry? I was in Far Cry.
Yeah, Thomas and Far Cry.
Even though my scene got cut, I was there. I still have never seen the movie.
That is not on here. There's no way that actually was put in theaters, was it?
Yeah. So was Postal. Limited theaters, but it was there.
It was a limited releasing, but it still counts.
That makes it
Well,
rare.
Gran Turismo is at 24 on this list, right behind the original 1995 Mortal Kombat. So if there's anything else you're interested in,
Hey, what about that Jackie Chan one?
I loved Mortal Kombat. No, that was just a scene in one of his movies. Yeah, that was just a scene.
oh yeah,
Yeah, where he's Chun-Li. Yeah, that was just a. I've seen that movie too. I went on a Jackie Chan kick and watched all his movies a long time ago. Anyway.
well, anyway, enough of video game movie talk, I guess. Finally, Minecraft announced that it has officially sold a staggering 300 million copies of Minecraft. I'm probably responsible for like 5 or 6 of those. I'm just wondering if you guys can name anything else in the top 10. Or most copies sold of a video game of all time.
We should start
Mario Brothers, Tetris.
Super Mario Brothers is on there. That is correct. Tetris is on here, but not the iOS, the mobile version of Tetris is on here.
I want to say a Japanese game. Or
Japanese game.
Highest Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is at number 2.
Halo.
Halo Combat Evolved, not
Monster
on
Hunter?
this list.
Wow.
Monster Hunter, not on this list. At least not high up.
World of Warcraft.
Wait.
World of Warcraft. I'm not seeing it's on. See, the thing about World of Warcraft is that I think they
It's
break
on,
that
like,
down
MMO.
into the expansions.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So
Final Fantasy.
it was just what Final Fantasy 1 for the NES. No, it is not up there.
Any of them.
highest grossing games.
Most copies.
Most copies sold.
Yeah.
I named some of the big.
We got Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, Tetris at number 3.
Legend.
Brutal Legend. Definitely not Brutal Legend.
Mario is on there.
Yeah, Mario is like number 8. NES Mario number 8. Yeah.
Highest grossing. Is there
NES
Zelda on there?
Tetris.
There's no Zelda on there, is there?
There's no Zelda. The closest Zelda is Breath of the Wild, which sold 32 million copies.
It's a lot of copies. Street Fighter.
it is.
Mortal Kombat.
Like 15 or something. Mortal Kombat? Not on
Not
here.
there?
I'll give you the top 10. All
right,
We've got Minecraft at 300 mil. GTA 5, 185 million. Tetris Mobile, a cool 100 million copies. This one is an obvious one, but nobody thought of it. Wii Sports,
Oh yeah.
at number 4.
That's because it came with the
83
system.
million.
That shouldn't count.
Right? That counts.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was Super Mario Brothers on this list.
Yeah, it came with the system. You're right.
PUBG is at 5, which I find very
Really?
weird. Yeah.
Fortnite.
Not up here. Fortnite's FTP.
So is PUBG.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, I
you're right.
don't know how PUBG's on there, but Fortnite isn't.
That is weird. I agree. Listen, this is
I think this list is biased and not a good list.
All right. Well, how is it biased? They're fast,
Because
Mickey.
Fortnite.
All right.
after PUBG. There's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Bros, Red Dead Redemption 2, Overwatch, The Witcher 3, NES Tetris, or I'm sorry, Game Boy Tetris, and then Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, Yellow,
Hey.
Terraria, Wii Fit, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Anyway,
Man, I didn't know Animal Crossing would be that high up there.
Animal
yeah, that had the pandemic bump.
yeah,
yeah,
I had
that's
the
right.
pandemic fells.
Yep, it was the only thing.
That came
everyone
out.
was
I played a lot of Animal Crossing to
Kill the time.
cover up a lot. Yeah, to cover up a lot of emotions.
I think Perfect Liz mastered that game as well. She was going. I think you guys are visiting each other's towns, weren't you? Probably.
Probably. We
Yeah.
were probably doing turnips and stuff.
Cool.
It was, I remember the turnip sales.
Well, is that the list?
That is all I have,
Hey,
guys.
that was a fun
That
list.
That's all I about.
What is that you're
Dutch
holding?
classic.
Oh, is that Isaac?
Isaac.
Think-
Yeah.
Yeah, you played the
Thinking
crap out
aloud.
of that game.
Oh boy, have I ever, dude. You don't even
Isaac.
want to know.
Well, I think that does it for this show. Fun list, Jared, as usual. Happy Halloween to everybody. We did a little early, but gives you time to catch up.
Oh,
Thanks for watching. And then what?
Let's discuss how we came about it being a little early. We just look at the calendar wrong. Me and Tom were like, yeah, it's a Halloween one, right? Halloween's next week, so we're going to do the Halloween one today.
Well, hey, maybe this comes out before, or maybe next week's show will come out after Halloween. So we
Yeah.
gotta get it done now. So anyway,
Or
We have 12 full days before Halloween.
it gives
yeah,
plenty
we
of
have-
time for people to watch.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Thanks for watching.